so you've seen a humiliating moment, and you're gonna see how it happened in a second. Yeah, you could hear me plugging in my microphone, and now I'm gonna set up my cameras. This is my rear camera, the Mobius HD, or Mobius whatever it's called, action camera. The front one SJ 4000. Yeah, all cameras on, although the rear one was not really switched on. I didn't get any footage from it, and this one will just record my mud accident, nothing else. So yeah, I should have really pulled back, but instead I've decided to turn here into the mud. Fucking hell. And now I cannot pull it out from the mud. Look at this. Look how deep it went. Crazy stuff. Nothing like that happens in London. Yeah, I was not expecting this.
Fucking mud.
It is. Yeah, total humiliation. Anyway, I'll make another mistake later on. I'll show you in the next video, because this one will be too long otherwise. So yeah, this is, if you've seen the previous video, this is where we ate our lunch. It was included in the price of £45 that I've paid for this course, so I think it's pretty good value for money. So we're now full, and we're ready to go further. During the lunch, we discussed how we rode, what mistakes we were doing in the city and stuff. So I found out that I was a little bit too slow there. Sorry, yeah, too slow. This time too slow. Yeah, later there will be a little bit different feedback, because then I was told that I ride too fast in the city, so a little bit inconsistency in my riding. I think first I was a little bit too careful, and then I took the feedback too much into my heart, and then I was a little bit too fast at some point. But otherwise, yeah. So now we're heading off. As I said, the footage from the rear camera or the me facing camera, you will not get this, unfortunately. Sorry for this, but it just didn't record. So yeah, thankfully my drift didn't lock up, so we can see what's gonna happen. I'm ready to do another voiceover. I have my glass of wine, so if you hear me, drinking, it's rosé wine. So nice. All right, let's do this. So in this part, we are going out onto the roads. They're a little bit faster. At the moment, you can see we're overtaking some traffic. There is a lot of space, so I'm not sure why we're doing it so slowly. As I said in the previous episode of this series, basically, these guys do not really filter that much. They're great on those roads that we're heading towards where I'm rubbish. But in a city traffic, they're not very fast. There is one more thing that I've noticed is basically, just wait, you'll hear me commenting now.
Filter?
Yeah, why not filtering? Why not? It's just so much space. It's almost like 2 lanes here. You can easily go even without going into the opposite lane. Yeah. So I was saying something and I forgot now. I'll come back to this. Yeah. So this time, every one of us has a separate police biker with us. So there is one behind me that you cannot see at the moment, but probably you will see him in the mirror in about a minute or so. And I wasn't aware of this in the beginning, how this ride is gonna go. I'm not sure if that was when I went to get my gear and they spoke about it, or they just didn't update us at all. Basically, during this ride, it's like one biker, one police guy, and yeah, we'll head on and split into groups. You could see the guy, the policeman in the mirror. So we're gonna split, but first we have to go through the city, and it takes ages because they don't filter. I don't know why. It was pissing me off. I'm not used to queuing up in traffic, and this traffic is no traffic really compared to what I deal with daily. So yeah, but I can understand that if you ride on roads that are much different than London, then you will not be eager to start filtering because you're just not used to this. It's amazing because it's still not far away from London, and the scenery is very different, very different. And soon we're gonna go into roads that I didn't expect I'm gonna see those kinds of roads. It was a really nice day as well. To be honest with you, during this ride I wasn't as stressed about the speed in terms of that I will go too fast or whatever. I was more concerned about keeping up with the rest of them. Not yet, but because we're still in a relatively low speed zone, but later on they just lost me. Besides, I really didn't expect to go out on the ride on a bike safe course with so many experienced riders. I thought there's gonna be a lot of noobs like myself. I wouldn't say I'm a noob. I ride for 7 years, but in a sense that as a outside of the city rider, I'm a noob. And they just hammered it. They were much better than me. But they just couldn't filter. Look at this. If it was me, so now we're stopping, there is some traffic lights ahead, I would just filter to the front. But yeah, they just choose to stop, which is fine. It's not a problem. Thumbs up from the police. So yeah, when we were riding, you could see a huge variety of roads, type of roads that we rode. So I think from under in this during the day we could have experienced all sorts of roads, all sorts of surface, all sorts of situations. Went through roundabouts, went through
Oh, wow.
look at this.
I
Look
hope
at
my
this
front
road.
camera is working. This is brilliant.
It doesn't actually.
Wow. Oh, something hit my helmet.
Look at this road.
This is
It is
beautiful.
amazing. Amazing. I want to go back. I'll check which way we were going, and at some point I just want to see those roads and ride those roads again on my own, because this is amazing. So you will notice that my road positioning isn't greatest. The way I ride is what you will hear in the commentary from the police later on, from the guy that's riding behind me. I could have positioned myself better, and I was aware of it. It's just that I'm not used to ride in this way. All of my riding pretty much is within London, and you ride very differently in London. You position yourself more to be safe from traffic and to see around traffic rather than to see around corners. And the speed that you take corners with, it doesn't matter that much as where you're positioned. And here it matters much. But look at this, they're so far ahead of me. I was struggling a little bit. I was still afraid that I'm gonna break the speed limit for whatever reason. I thought it was 50 anyway instead of 60 where there is no limits, and that's because of my ignorance. I just don't ride outside, so I was like, I think it's 50, so I cannot go faster. But they were riding faster, so I figured that probably that they're right. I'm wrong. Still, I was a little bit too afraid to go that fast. Look at this, this is 30 zone, but even on those 60 roads, sometimes you can see there are houses there, and I was afraid someone's gonna pull out on me. I've just never ridden in this sort of environment, so it was pretty stressful in this sense, because I didn't know what to expect. In the city, I know how to behave much better than on those kinds of roads. And the road surface, there you have holes and water and mud, all sorts of things that you don't normally have in London. And you can have things like sheep running across. Well, you have people in London, yeah, so it's almost like sheep. But yeah. Look at those roads, really nice. No limits, speeding up. What was that? But the road surface is not great. And I worry too much a little bit about the biker behind me. And see, I'm checking my mirrors just to make sure that he's not affected by my positioning, which I was told not to worry about later on, but it doesn't matter. See, completely lost the guys. Trying to catch up, I don't want to go too fast anyway. Wow. Yeah, this needs some wine. Wow. I even enjoy watching it. Was that good? See, I should have positioned myself a little bit more to the center line here. But again, you have to be careful on cars cutting in. So when there is a hedge like this, sometimes it's better to actually get into the middle, or even closer to the inside, rather than go to the outside, because you don't know what's coming from opposite direction. Yeah, this bit was fast. You're probably laughing at me, like, fast? Are you joking, POV? What the hell? For me, it's very fast. I don't usually ride that fast. I know, I'm always... Look at that, I caught them. Don't necessarily see this in the video, but this guy that is ahead of me, both of his mirrors are closed. Bastard.
Lucky now, both mirrors closed.
I don't understand why people do this. Is it laziness? Is it broken mirrors? You know, I would think that they automatically will open, or I just don't get this. Just don't close them if it's so difficult to open them later on. You know what I mean? It's crazy stuff. Yeah, not the greatest positioning again on my side. Should have been a bit more to the left here. Yeah, too late. Now I can go back into the middle. I have to work on this. That's why I want to come back to those roads and ride them again, and try to get myself into the habit of better positioning myself in the corners at those sort of speeds and those sorts of roads. I have tried that on the next day, yeah, in the city, and I stopped it right away because I was not feeling it was safe. There's too much things going on around you in the city to kind of move in your lane that much. But outside, yeah, definitely, it's much better. In the next part you will see me following a policeman for a moment, and that was a scary bit. It was so fast, and you can see how he's positioning later on. Yeah, I actually learned a lot from that. Just for after following him, it was a big change in my riding. So in the end of the day, I did come out better than right now. Right now I'm mostly sticking to the middle, which is not the greatest. Which is not also, you know, a very bad thing, but yes, you can improve on this. Another, I don't think I even noticed that it was a limo over there. interesting. I was actually surprised that you guys liked my voiceover, because I thought that you may complain about it, but some of you guys gave me very positive, very positive feedback, which is why I'm doing another voiceover, and I hope I don't mess this one up too much. If you're, I think I've mentioned it on the previous video, you'll again see how much footage is lost between the frames, between the clips on the drift camera, and I really find it annoying. I think it's gonna be in about 20 seconds where it changes, and you'll see the difference. Drift seems to be calling it a feature, as someone told me. It's not a feature, it's just bad, because if you had an accident at that particular moment, you have no proof of it. There you go. Have you seen that? That was good. I don't know, 50 meters lost. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I try to be more careful when I know, kind of 22 minutes mark is coming up.
Oh, the filters.
Yeah, why don't we filter here? I don't know.
Come on, filter.
Ooh.
Go, go, go. Yes.
No.
Come on. I would have gone to the front. Why not you?
Yeah, I sound frustrated there. At least we can practice some slow riding and stopping. Yeah, I almost wanted to say to the cop, why don't we just go? Let's just go. Go, go, go. I can do this. I just want to push in front of them. See, I haven't noticed that he's put on his I have noticed that he's put on his indicator, but I thought maybe it's because we're moving into this lane. That's why I haven't turned later on. Now the light changed, I have to stop. But they have turned.
Okay, they won't go far, they don't filter.
Yeah, just being sarcastic, but at the same time they have turned somewhere there, and I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna get lost. Good that I have another cop behind me. He's gonna beep. You'll see that.
Hey, doggy.
Doggy. Come on, you red light jumpers. I should have turned here. Okay, you hear the beep. And another one in a second. There you go. Now I realize I should have turned, so I'm like, okay, I'll turn around. A perfect turn. He's probably cursing at me now. It's like, you moron. Look at that road. Yeah, again a bad positioning on my wheel. Look how he rides, that's how I should be riding, and I'm not. I think I'm not looking far enough. That's one of the reasons why I'm riding that way. I'm worried too much about the road and not looking far ahead to position myself better. I think that's it. But that was fast. I have no idea what this thing on the road was. It looks like some sort of clothing or something, I don't know. You can see I'm going right in the middle, not using all of the road. I am trying a little bit, but you know, it's not easy for me to change my riding style like this in a matter of an hour. So soon we're gonna get to a stop where we'll get another breathing, and you'll hear what they say. And there was also a toilet, so I could go and have a piss, basically, and everybody else. So yeah, very useful stop. They were telling stories, they told us if you want to stop for whatever reason, if you want to go for a piss or something, just raise your hand, we're gonna stop, and we'll sort it out. Because apparently there was an occasion where there was this girl, and they had to stop, and then she was like, yeah, thank God that we've stopped, because I have a wasp in my helmet for like last half an hour or something. It's like, what? Yeah, and then she takes off her helmet quickly, and the wasp flies out. she just didn't say anything because she didn't want to, piss them off or I don't know, disrupt them or stop them. So yes, if you're taking this course and you need something, I don't know, something happens, you're worried about your bike, something hurts, I don't know, you feel dizzy, you want to pee, just raise your hand, start stopping, and they'll wait for you. It's not a problem, even if you get lost. Yeah, that was very scary, those entries to the houses. I kept thinking that someone's gonna pull out in any second. Like this, that was a little bit scary. There you go, there's the stop.
The road wide conversation we had is sinking in. If I had a question, it would be about when we left Frankie and Benny's,
How was that?
petrol station.
Yeah, alright. I don't normally ride those kinds of roads, so for me it's very fast compared to city.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Sometimes one of us might seem a little bit too close for you.
Yeah.
Just because obviously we'll take the speed on and then realise that we're not speeding up.
Oh, okay.
So we'll back off a bit. So
Okay.
don't be anything like that. Whatever speed you feel comfortable with,
Yeah.
that's what we want.
All right.
to
Yeah.
ride.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't feel pressured at all. How do you think the ride went itself? With the speed aside, don't worry about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But how do you think the ride went?
I think it's going okay. I think my positioning could be a little bit better at some points.
Yeah. On whatever bend, if we're going around the right hand bend,
Yeah.
just try and come over to the right, just to give yourself a nice bit more vision as you're coming around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gives you that little bit more extra vision, and it takes you off of the line where something else may be coming round. Because a couple of the bits that we had around there were in the Nationals. Just pull forward a bit.
There's no one to change over at this point.
Yeah.
How's your front wheel?
It's alright. I went into the mud, so I was a little bit worried. No, it just went into mud and then it just slid to the side a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't that bothered. I thought if you dropped it, I would have said something, but you're okay. You seem to be okay anyway. So. Sorry, we'd normally change over at this point. So once you finish talking.
Yeah. So just try and bring yourself over slightly, depending on where we are on the bend. All you're tending to do really at the moment is if the two fingers here are the curb and the white line, all you're doing is splitting it right down the middle.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, so which is position number 2,
Yeah.
as Colin was saying this morning, which is fine, but just with the bends round, especially round that way.
Not the best. I may move as well. The other way, the other way.
Take it out of reverse at this point.
What was it? Yeah, sorry. You tend to be
In the
right
middle.
all the time.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Just try to, just within your speed limits that you're doing, just try to come over a little bit, just have a look to see what you. If you're not comfy,
Yeah.
come back into position 2.
Mm.
Yeah, and keep it.
Okay,
All
I'll
right.
try that. Thank you.
But you got Leif now following you. So,
Are we going to go that way?
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I want to go. So I remember Ide Hill. Do we come back down Ide Hill? Anyway, we're going to go that way.
Yeah, we're going to go down Ide Hill to Eden Bridge.
Yeah.
Pull into the
Waitrose.
Waitrose.
Yeah.
Swap over, I think, there.
Yeah.
And then go
Eden
somewhere
Bridge,
else after that.
Waitrose.
Okay. You're going to give us 2 minutes? Are you still talking, or do you want to go?
No, we're going to go now.
Okay.
Right.
I'll be back in a second.